What ethnic background,
Do you think it was the first racist people?
or just like in general to like start ethnicities? You
Probably
get what
the
I'm saying?
English. Probably the English. I'd have to think it was England. All right, so here's my question. Do you now you have to put yourself in that time period before you answer this question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that slavery was based on racism because they thought the people were beneath them? Or do you think that slavery was based on them just finding a group that they could take? Because I feel like it didn't matter. Like it didn't matter to the plantation owners who it was working for them. They just needed a workforce that they weren't going to pay.
I think it only mattered because they could take this group of people
Yeah.
and just do whatever with them.
So you don't think it was originally about racism, but racism was born out of that?
I think so.
Okay. That's where I was kind of thinking about it.
Because I don't think, like, granted, although, because you never really know, like,
Sorry.
you never really know how many whites there were. You never really know how many blacks there were. For real, for real.
That is true.
And so it's like you gotta look at it like they took this. They say it was not a small population, but it was a decent population of people that didn't look like us, white people. I'm not signifying myself as a white person, but it's like yeah, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like they're gonna take them and manipulate them into doing work for them. They're gonna be our workers. We don't have to. We can sit back and do whatever we want to do to them.
So it was like the ease of access because they had guns and these other people didn't have guns. Like,
and they had no rights.
Well, I'm sure in their country, originally they had rights,
right,
or whatever the equivalent to that would have been. But I'm talking about like at the start.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was based off. We think we're superior to these people. I think it was based off. We can kidnap these people, steal these people, and we'll have free labor.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was more so that than them being like, we're superior to these people, so we're gonna go steal them.
Yeah.
So do you think somebody stumbled upon the slave trade? Like, you think somebody just accidentally ended up in Africa and was like, yo, I could really have a great business opportunity off this? Or do you think it was intentional?
I feel like it was intentional, but like in the same breath, I feel like at this point, I'm gonna really get ate up in the comments, but I feel like it was a black person.
You think a black person first went to Africa?
No, I feel like somebody came from America over to Africa.
Well, okay, but the other thing is, like, slavery didn't start in America. There was a triangle between, like, I believe it was like India, Europe, and America.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think the first, I could be wrong. They could call me stupid again. But I don't think the first slave was sold to the United States.
Right, but they made it so big here, though.
No, for sure. And I think it was the longest lasting here.
Yeah. Technically, it's still going, but, you know, who am I to say?
But anyway, so you think somebody did it intentionally, they didn't just stumble upon it.
Yeah.
That would have been a crazy come up, though. Think about it.
That's a crazy, for whoever purposely did it, it was a crazy proposition for them, and obviously whoever started the chain made crazy money off of it.
So I'm not trying to say that this is equivalent, right? But do you think the first person who discovered oil did that on purpose, or you think they just kind of drilling into the ground and accidentally came up on oil?
It could have been a little bit of both.
I feel like a lot of the biggest come-ups just happened on mistake.
And that's truly what a lot of the inventions, like you said, come-ups, like all these things that we have that are everyday use, like everyday necessities, typically are like just random come-ups. And
like, okay, so I'm not going to go into ethics here, right? But the person who discovered oil and the person who discovered slavery, probably were two of the wealthiest people of all time.
Oh, 100%.
And like I'm not gonna get into the ethics of all of it. I'm not gonna say any, but I'm just saying like I feel like both of those were accidental come ups. I think they kind of just found themselves this is gonna sound terrible, at the right place at the right time. Mm-hmm. And was like, yo, I could make so much fucking money off this.
Right.
So if you're in the right place at the right time and you could make generational changing money, like I'm talking about like 10 generations after you are still billionaires or whatever the fuck the number is then, right? Are you going to do it if it's unethical?
Probably.
Because I'm talking about money that like the people that have this amount of money, we don't even know who they are.
Probably, yeah.
I can't lie, I do it too.
Yeah, because like at the end of the day, like there's not a lot of people that follow ethics nowadays.
If I'm being honest, I don't think anybody who has generational money is ethical. No. Like I don't think you could do both things at once. I don't think you could be the ethical billionaire. I don't think you could be the like what's it called? Just like the good guy billionaire. It doesn't exist.
Somebody's always twisting something, taking a back door, taking a shortcut, stealing, like lying, cheating. Like there's always something that's in there that somebody's making right for themselves to make more, to profit more, to build more on top of, and to get ahead of the next person. So I don't think like nobody really follows ethics nowadays. Or regardless of what field you're in, regardless of what you do for work to make money, nobody follows ethics nowadays.
Would you say that there ever was a time when people did follow ethics? And the reason I asked that is because like slavery was a thing. Mm-hmm. Indentured servitude was a thing. Like there was a lot of things throughout history, like the pyramids were built by slaves. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of things throughout history where getting to the top, being at the top, you can't do it the right way and you can't do it ethically and you can't really do it with morals. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Morals.
Say the question again.
Do you think, because you keep saying nowadays, like, do you think that it's nowadays or you think that just any point in history there was ever ethics in money?
Oh, at some point, I feel like there was a point, there was like ethics to be followed. And I feel like there were people that followed those ethics or followed their own ethics or whatever. But I feel like it was only for a short period of time when people didn't get their way or things didn't go right or whatever the case was, because they saw that there was another avenue to make more, to be more profitable, or to have the next thing that was easy to make quick money or whatever. So I feel like once somebody found another shortcut or another way or another avenue to take to get more and to build more, I feel like it was like, fuck the ethics, they're out the window. Like let's move around it and keep going. So yeah, I feel like at some point there was ethics to be followed, and I feel like there were people that did follow, but I do also feel like it was a short period of time that people followed it, and that was like the rest was history. And I mean, there's probably very little people today that follow by ethics and whatever, but at some point I feel like they're going to throw those ethics out the window because they see more.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. And I kind of, so have you seen anything about Ray J, Death Row, and all the artists on the label that they've been calling out Snoop lately? Mm-mm. So they've been calling out Snoop because he said he was going to return their masters to their music. He said he was going to make shit right with Death Row. He was going to change it. And basically they're saying, you're Suge now. You're taking all the money. We're not eating off of this. You're keeping the masters. You're not giving anything back. Like, you said you bought it to change it. Realistically, you bought it and became Suge.
Ray J was a part of Death Row?
He was signed.
I never knew that.
I didn't either. I didn't know until he came out. And honestly, it might not even be Ray J. Ray J and Snoop are cousins. Ray J went online and called him out about other people who are also their cousins who are signed to death row. So I don't know if Ray J was just calling him out because he got the platform or if Ray J was also signed to death row. I couldn't tell you on that.
Got you. Makes sense. But yeah, no, I didn't know that.
So the reason I asked that though, because everybody, for the most part, or everybody I know for the most part, always like, man, when I get on, I'm gonna take care of my people. Like, I'm gonna make sure everybody good. I'm gonna make sure everybody's straight. And then you get there, and all those ethics you have, all those morals you had, all those things that you had imagined, it doesn't come through. So where do you think that changes? Like, at what point of success do you think that becomes like, I'm bringing everybody with me to, nah, I need the whole pie? Or do you think that's on a person-to-person basis?
I feel like it's a person-to-person basis because, I mean, in whatever industry you go in, you can't take everybody with you.
And I don't think everybody deserves to come with you. But if they put in work on the way to the top with you, they deserve some of the reward at the end.
I was just going to say, like, if you got people that's your day ones or people that even came along with you along the way to the top, not people that got there when you got to the top, I feel like those people should be rewarded. The people that were there either from day one, between day one and the day you got to the top, I feel like those are people that should be rewarded. I feel like those are people that you should put on once you get up there. And I feel like once you get up there, I feel like those people that's been there with you should have titles within
the organization or whatever it may be.
So that way they just not leeching off of you or they not eating off of your plate, and they can have revenue coming in on their own instead of just their names being attached to you.
I agree with you to an extent though, right? I think that if somebody was helpful during the journey, I'm not just talking about like supportive, but I'm talking about like actively helped you get to that point, and they make it to the end with you. Because I know a lot of the times people will fall off before you get to the end, right? Example, and this isn't a diss at all, but Wyatt. Like, he was with us, he helped us, and just shit didn't work before, you get to that point. You have to make it to the end point with the person. But if you help them build and you got there with them, they shouldn't turn their back on you.
Right.
But also, like, family asking for handouts, I'm not giving 16 of my cousins some bread because I made it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if I work to get to this point and I make it there, I don't have to be Robin Hood. I don't have to spread out the wealth. I think it's right, though, to the people who came along with you. You have to take care of them.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like this Snoop situation. Like, I don't know if it's true or not. And even Ray J was like, let's reach out. Let's talk about this. Maybe you can clear up the air. Maybe I'm dead wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's true or not. But if it is true, I feel like he at least owes those people who, because without the masters, the label is nothing.
Right.
You don't have any new artists on that label. You're selling nostalgia, right? So you need the rights to that music to sell the nostalgia. And if you're doing that, then you owe the people who put in the work. Now, if that's not true and they're just bitching because they don't feel like they were fairly treated, like, that happens too. So I'm not like, I don't want to talk badly about anybody because I don't know the full situation. But if it's true, that's fucked up.
Right.
Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Do Say Nice with LV, episode 126. That is Lonnie. Did I get it right this time?
I think so.
I'm Victor. I wrote it down. Like, I went back and looked at the last episode, and then I wrote down 126. So if I'm wrong, then I've just been mislabeling all the episodes.
I think you might be right.
Thank you guys for tuning in again.
Continue to like, comment, share, subscribe, ladies and gentlemen, on all platforms. Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, X, TikTok, everything. Continue to support us if you do. Continue to fuck with us if you do. If you don't, you still fucking with us, and we appreciate you tuning in with us for another banger this week.
Back at it like a month, crack addict. I've had, bro. I told you this the other day. Since we got a strike on YouTube, I've had to clean up the language a little bit.
I got you.
Like, it's not my fault.
I got to be more mindful, ladies and gentlemen.
I feel like it was more so me than you, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, especially in that one,
yeah.
well, we were both kind of wilding at the start of that one. But I feel like, for the more so, I say the more like...
outlandish.
Not even outlandish. I would just say my vocabulary is a lot harsher than yours. I use words that, like, I'm just accustomed to using, but there's other ways to say what I want to express.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't have to call every hoe a bitch. You know?
Yeah.
But the bitches do love it.
Are you sure, or you think that?
That's what Drake said. He said, I hate calling the women bitches, but the bitches love it.
Okay.
So, you know, I gotta go 6 yard, you know? He preaches, I listen. So right now, a movie from 2015 has re-gone viral on TikTok. And for the most part, what I see is it was in front of us the whole time in Lucy, the movie, right? Well, I was chilling doing nothing last night. Ended up going on Netflix and realized that Lucy was ranked number 9 on the Netflix top 10 right now, which it's 11 years after the movie came out, right? And I didn't really know much about the movie, but since it's going viral and it was right in front of my face, I was like, let me watch this. And actually, I don't know if I got this theory from the movie, but I've definitely seen a lot of this theory that humans only use 10% of their conscious brain, right? And when I saw it, I just took it as fact. I thought like a scientist had said it or some shit, and I just took it as fact, right? Because I actually believe that humans are very much so more capable than what we do. Like, you're not going to tell me that dolphins can use sonar through their brain and humans can't do anything cool.
Yeah.
You're not going to tell me that it's impossible for a human to fly either. There has to be a way for us to fly, not an airplane.
Red Bull.
But the reason that it was given in the movie that, like, humans don't use more of their brain is because we've gotten to the point in society and culture that we think we're unique and that we're better than everything else, right? And when you start to think that way, you stop striving to advance. Which makes a lot of sense. Like, everything I saw in this movie makes a lot of sense. But there was a drug in the movie that allowed you to use, or allowed this one person to use 100% of their brain, right? And essentially what they did is they turned into like a supercomputer, but also they could do just like sci-fi type shit.
Yeah.
They could levitate. They could control the people's minds. They could like
teleport.
Yeah, whole bunch of shit.
Telekinesis.
If you could unlock 100% of your brain, would you do it? Or do you like the norm? And also, what do you think it would be if you did?
I think knowing what I know now.
Well, yeah, you would take what you know now and then multiply that probably by like an infinite amount.
So I think for me, for the experience, I'm unlocking like 100% of that. Only for, like I said, the experience. Like, I want to see what that is and what it's like. I'm not necessarily into like the sci-fi and the weird nerdy shit. Like, no offense to those kind of people, but like,
yeah, no offense to the weird nerdy people.
Like, it's not my thing, but like some stuff like pertaining to the sci-fi stuff, I do find interesting. Like, that's one of the things that I do find interesting. So I would take the opportunity, like if it was presented, I would take the opportunity to see like 100% of my brain or like whatever unlocked, and to have that experience, to teleport and to just experience the full openness of what that's like with that drug, I guess. Like, I don't know. And if that's what the world is eventually going to come to, sign me up.
So, you know what else I realized last night while I was watching this movie? In school, I used to hate science, right?
Mm.
I used to hate science. I used to think it was stupid. I used to think it was fake, a religion, all this shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I realized while watching that movie is I don't hate science. I don't understand it. Like, it is hard for my mind to grasp scientific concepts because realistically, regardless if this movie is just a movie or if it was real life, right? I still wouldn't be able to grasp that concept.
Mm.
You know what concept I could grasp, though? Taking drugs. Right? And expanding your mind.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you know, behind the scenes, and I've even, like, mentioned it or played with it on here. I really want to take shrooms.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to take ayahuasca.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want to go, like, on, like, a deep exploration of my brain at some point. Because you only have your brain.
Yeah.
Like, I can't go on a deep exploration of your brain.
Mm-hmm.
It's not possible. But there are things and substances that I can ingest and be able to explore other parts of my brain that my conscious can't do.
Right.
And the other thing is, like, I've always been really fascinated with the brain and thoughts and, like, consciousness and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So now even more than ever, I really want to do this stuff.
I think you should.
Because I might not be able to get that drug in that movie that will unlock 100% of my brain. But there is stuff in real life that actually exists that can unlock other parts of your brain.
Mm.
And I feel like I personally just feel like that's cool. Not to be like all trippy and shit. Like, I'm not trying to be one of them people neither.
I feel like you should definitely experience that. The shrooms, for sure. I won't be taking them with you, but
What if I put them on a pizza and just tell you the regular mushroom?
I still can't eat them.
Damn.
Yeah, it don't work out.
All right, what about the ayahuasca? Because you're not allergic to that.
I would have to look that up. What? Because I don't know what's in ayahuasca.
Well, okay. So what it is, and don't trip when I first say it, because I know you're gonna trip when I first say it. It is something that comes out of a toad.
Okay.
And in too high of quantities, it's poisonous. But like, they have shaman and like religious people that like take you on the trip. And they've been doing this for thousands upon thousands of years.
So we have to go to another country?
Yeah, we have to go to Brazil. We've already talked about this. Because remember, I was like, you have to get butt ass and like, well, it's because you're going to throw up and like, you're going to vomit and also shit. Well, you're in this. But you're in this trip for like days, I believe.
So this is going to be the high of all highs.
Yeah, and like they put you in like a dark like hut, so that way you can just like relax and be relaxed and stuff. They clean you up, like they make sure you're good.
So there's grown men touching me.
I don't know if it's men or women. I haven't looked that deep into it. But Rogan talks a lot about this.
Okay.
And there's several other people. Like, it's not just Rogan. Mike Tyson.
Do they feed you?
Yeah, like they make sure you're good. They take care of you the entire time.
Okay.
Like Mike Tyson went and
I'm sure he did.
this.
I'm sure he did.
And it changed his life. I don't know what other podcast I was listening to. It might have been Drink Champs. It might have been. I feel like it was either Drink Champs or what else was I listening to while I was in California? I feel like it was either something with Mike Tyson or Drink Champs, where they interviewed somebody who went and did it, and basically they were like, a lot of things about their life and like spirituality and everything, they didn't really understand.
Mm-hmm.
And then they went and did it, because you see the afterlife when you do this. They went and did it, and they realized like the entire world is completely different than what they actually thought it was. And that's another thing, because I'll just say over the last 10 years, right, from 20 to 30, my thought processes and my outlook on the entire world has changed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when I was 20, I only really knew like one thing, and that's like all that's ever been ingrained in me. You know, I didn't really give other people's opinions a chance. I didn't really think about other people's points of views or opinions or anything. And I can say 10 years later, like, that's completely different. So going on a trip like that, I feel like would just expand my mind and outlook on the world even more.
Mm.
Like, maybe people will think I don't hate women anymore or the gays, right?
Okay.
Which I don't even understand why people think that I hate the gays, because low-key, I'm an honorary, you know? I didn't say I partake in activities. I just said like honorary.
What does being an honorary consist of?
Like if they had a baseball game, they would invite me to throw out the first pitch.
You think so?
100%. I feel like they should invite me to throw out the first pitch.
That's interesting.
I wouldn't be pitching like this. You feel me?
I mean, once you release the ball, you would.
Nah, I'm gonna keep a strong wrist.
So I don't know how you.
I don't either, but I can't make that wrist gesture at that game.
You would have to.
I can't. I'll be throwing like this. I'll be pushing that shit up there. You gonna make that wrist at that game?
I'm not honorary.
So you're just not coming. All right, cool.
I mean, I'll be in the stands.
Nah. You don't want to be at the game.
I'll be at the poster board for you.
Nah, it's cool. Yeah, you don't want to be there.
Honorary Vic.
You don't want to be around those type of people. You can just say that.
I don't have the problem with those kind of people.
I feel like there's certain subsections of them that you do have a problem with.
And
you've made it very clear before.
I don't have a problem with and those people.
And those?
Yeah, I don't have a
they,
problem
them?
with them. Yeah. The plus community.
All right, so we were just talking about drugs, right? And that brings me to a conversation I was having earlier this week, right? Everybody who's ever watched this platform, everybody who knows me personally knows, like, I like weed and I like liquor, right? But I don't like weed. I don't want it to sound like I like weed, right? I like being high. I don't think weed smells good. I don't think it tastes good. It does feel good, though. When you get that THC, it does feel good, right? And it also, again, helps you stimulate your mind, helps you have more creative thoughts, helps you have more ideas. There's a lot of good effects of it. It makes you less anxious, less stressed, fatter. For sure.
Sure.
But, you know what I can't stand? An unhygienic weed user. Or like an unhygienic person who drinks. Like, let's go at the men first, right? There's no reason you should be coming to work smelling like a pound.
No, yeah.
There's also no reason you should be in the gym reeking like alcohol because you're dripping it out of your pores.
Yeah.
Like, take a shower before you come to the gym.
That makes no sense. And as somebody that has been around, like, several people who drink, like, fishes that have been addicts, like, whatever, that shit is not, like, amusing. Like, the smell is ridiculous. The stench is undeniable.
It's very specific, though.
It is.
Like, it's a very distinct smell, and when you smell it, you know.
Oh, yeah. Like, it's like you said, very specific. Like, you can't get past it. It's so, like, I don't know. Like, when you know, you know.
Yeah. Like you might sniff and be like, that's a skunk or that's cat piss. Or,
yeah.
Or you might sniff and be like, somebody over here smoking.
Yeah.
Because you can distinguish the scent. All right, let's get on to women, though, right? Nothing drives me crazier than when I'm talking to, seeing, dealing with, hooking up with I'm just making sure I cover dating. I'm making sure I'm covering all my bases right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
A female that smokes weed, right? First of all, you know me. I don't smoke blunts.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't smoked a blunt in years. I also don't respect you if you say you're a stoner and you're smoking blunts. You're not. You're a nicotine addict. Everybody knows that you're only a real stoner if you smoke papers or out of bowls, bongs, shit like that, right? Which I'm gonna start smoking out of pipe, like a not like a pipe like
I know what you're
like
talking
your
about.
people type of pipe, but I'm talking about like you know what I mean by that.
Fuck
You know what I mean. You know what I mean by that. But like a old school
A wood
tobacco, yeah, wooden tobacco pipe. But you're not a real smoker if you're smoking out of blunts. You're a nicotine fiend. That's why you have to have a vape on you at all times.
Ooh, I can't wait to tell Lauren on you.
It also, right? It also is ruining the quality of your weed. And for all the people who argue that weed is good for you because it's not chemically enhanced and it's from the earth, right? As soon as you put it in that blunt, guess what? Your argument goes out the fucking window. Because now you are smoking a tobacco, and everybody knows how many pesticides and all that shit's on tobacco, filled leaf.
Mm.
And you're still getting the nicotine because it's soaked in there. So you're completely destroying the weed. It's not even the same high. I can't stand a bitch that smokes blunts and wants to give you a kiss afterward.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Like, you could smoke. Like, I have no problem with that. But like, as soon as you get done literally puffing, you blow your smoke, inhale it, blow your smoke, whatever, you gotta go rinse your mouth, brush your teeth, something. Like, I can't, because it's gonna make me feel like I just smoked.
All right. You smoked with me before, right?
Right.
I'm going to tell a story. You tell me if I'm lying. Anytime I smoke, I hit the shit. I have a bottle like this with me. I drink out the water. I spit it out.
Mm-hmm.
I get the taste out my mouth. I don't like the taste of that shit.
Yeah.
That shit don't taste good. But I also am really hygienic. Like, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to be really hygienic about it. I'm not going to go places smelling like the shit.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have my breath smelling like it. Right? I always got some gum on me because you know you got cotton mouth after you're done with the shit.
For sure.
Right? So one, you got to get the moisture back in the mouth because now your breath going to stink, just period, if your mouth is dry. But two, your breath already stinks.
Mm-hmm.
So you might as well chew some fucking gum. Tic Tac or fucking something. But you know what else pisses me off? When a bitch want to go to the club with you all night, right? We doing, and listen, I don't care. Like, go out, have your fun, drink your drink, smoke your smoke. I don't care. Like, that's not what I'm judging, right? I'm judging hygiene behaviors. You go out all night, you have 12 shots of fucking Tito's, and then you come home and you trying to kiss me on the mouth with your Tito's breath.
Wow. Again, you made me feel like I don't drink the fucking bottle of Tito's.
Exactly. And maybe I have had some drinks too, right? There's mouthwash in the bathroom, ma. Even if you're a one night stand, feel entitled to my mouthwash. Please do.
Yeah. Because I feel like that's code. Like, that's common sense. Like, and not everybody got it. But like, god damn, like, I shouldn't have to tell you. And I just shouldn't have to tell you.
There's two things I want you to do, right? If you're coming over and it's been a long night of drinking. One, there's water in the fridge. Go drink you some fucking water so you don't have a hangover in the morning. Mm-hmm. Two, there's mouthwash in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. Wash your fucking mouth out. Like, I'm not going to give you a toothbrush to be over here at my house. You're only here till the morning, right? I'm talking about in general. I'm not talking about anything specific. I'm talking about just in general. Use the fucking mouthwash.
Yeah, take a shower too.
Sure. I'm talking about the liquor. I'm not talking about everything in general. I'm just talking about the liquor and weed breath. Mm-hmm. But, fuck, what was I about to say? Oh, if I'm in a relationship, that makes it even worse. And I'm going to tell you why. Because your fucking toothbrush is here.
And you should know better.
All you got to do, listen, you got to go in the bathroom, grab your own toothbrush that is yours, that you paid for with your money, and brush your teeth.
But you should also know better.
Well, no, for sure, but like sometimes you get a little too drunk and you're not thinking with common sense.
That's
right?
fair.
But also, you know what else pissed me off? When I come home from a night out and my girl like, what are you doing when I go in the bathroom to brush my teeth? Like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
So when women ask that, they feel like some women ask that because of for one, it may be an insecurity. And two, they may be thinking like you was out doing something you weren't supposed to do if you immediately go to the bathroom, shower, brush your teeth, whatever. Like, and that don't be the case because I ain't gonna lie. The line of work that we work in, I come home, I shower, like, and it's not because I'm out doing.
I can't come home from work and not shower.
Right. I can't get in my bed and not shower.
Nah.
I may be sweating, like I encounter people, I bump into people, drinks get spilled, like whatever. I just can't get in my bed.
When you're done, I gotta say something.
I just can't get in my bed knowing like I've been outside, I've been around other people, and I just can't. Like it's filthy to me.
Okay, can I make a confession?
Sure.
Is this a judgment-free zone before I make this confession?
Go ahead.
I cannot do that in my bed, right?
But you can do it with somebody else.
But on the nights that I'm staying in other people's bed, right?
But you don't like to shower in nobody else's place.
I don't. You're right. I don't. But also, like, respectfully, I don't respect your bed. Respectfully, the only bed that I respect is my own.
Okay.
Is that fair?
I guess. I
feel like it's fair. But I mean, that's also me. So, like,
yeah,
obviously,
everybody different. But I just like, yeah, no, I just can't. I can't come home and not shower. I can't come home and
well,
not.
that's the difference that I'm saying. I'm not coming home. I'm going.
But see, like even if
home.
I'm going to my girl house, like I can't go there and not shower. And again, like it's not. But I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna kiss her on the forehead. She might be asleep, whatever. Kiss her on the cheek, whatever. I'm still hopping in the shower and do my thing, and then I'm getting to bed.
Okay, but I need you to take yourself out of the shoes of somebody who's dating somebody.
Okay.
And then like you're just going to somebody else's house. Are you still showering?
Yes.
That's crazy.
I can't, bro. I can't. Regardless if I'm going over there to fuck or not. But if this is just a fling and I'm just over there every so often, and you text me like you coming over after you get off, and I'm like, yeah, I'm still showering. Me personally, as a hygienic person, I can't just go somewhere and not shower. Whether I come home and shower and then go there, I can't.
So, all right.
And I get where you're saying, like,
you're just
you disrespect somebody else, but you don't care.
But also,
whatever.
you're more comfortable with me you're more comfortable
Not necessarily
than me with other people because I just can't get in anybody's shower. Like I have to really trust you to get in your shower.
But it's not like my thing is like I've never been to somebody else as a first time thing and like just hopped in a shower.
But have you been to their house as a first time thing and just hopped into their bed even after working that night or being out that night?
I will come home and then
see that's a lot.
Call it what you want.
Okay. But you know how I get down. Like if I'm outside.
No,
like,
for sure.
I'm outside big time.
Yeah, I get it.
And also like I learned this thing in Miami about 9 years ago now, where it's the 15-minute rule, right? You got 15 minutes to get the girl from that club to a bed. Or at least have something in motion. Like let's say it's 25, 30 minutes away. At least be in the Uber, be in the car. You got 15 minutes. After your 15 minutes, you killed the mood. You fucked up. And you also have to be doing things in the in-between to satisfy this feeling for the next 15 minutes. Like you have to have her keep feeling it. If not, you lost her. You're not getting pussy that night. Yeah. I learned that shit at 21.
I just, no. Like I'm one of them, I'm gonna come home if it's the first time or if it's like I'm not comfortable yet.
What if she fall asleep? Now you mad as hell. I'd be mad as hell.
I used to have this rule. Like, if I'm getting off work and I know I'm coming to you, I'm texting you while I'm texting, not while I'm at work, but I'm texting you right before I leave work. Make sure you still up. You say you up? Okay, cool. I'm on my way home, take a shower, grab my shit. I'm gonna text you as soon as I get home to shower. You still up? Cool. As soon as I get out, I'm on the way. You say you up, I'm on the way. And I'm not going nowhere if it's more than 10 minutes. That's just me.
See,
because you're liable to, and I get it. Like, you're liable to go to sleep.
Yeah.
But like you liable to go to sleep in 30 seconds.
I mean, that's true.
So that time that I say I'm on my way, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna call you. Cause like if I say I'm on my way, I'm not about to waste my gas. I'm not about to waste my time to come to you and you fall asleep within that potentially 10 minutes. So I'm about to make sure you're gonna be up because I'm not about to waste my time. I might as well stay at home if you just about to fall asleep within this last 10 minutes that I'm about to come.
You ever got into somebody's house and you took a minute and then they're not trying to put out after that? They're like, I'm just trying to sleep now.
Yes.
Or like, now I'm tired, I'm not in the mood.
Yes.
That shit pissed me off the more than anything. Because if that's the case, right?
I could have stayed at home.
Well, yeah, but also tell me, be like, I'm too tired now. I'm not going to be mad if you tell me I'm too tired. I am going to be mad if you make me leave my house, come to your house, and then you slap me in the face with
because it make me feel like you already knew that from the jump.
It also make me feel like you wasted my fucking time.
That too.
Because you know why I'm here. And it's not because I like your personality.
And especially if you hit me up and you like you trying to smash, like I ain't even hit you up.
Do you like when a girl hits you and say that shit?
Low key.
I don't.
Cause to me it made me feel like I'm not begging, but it made me feel like I'm not trying to ask for it.
Here's the thing that like here's how I see it, right? I feel like a lion, okay? And like a lion don't want food that's already been killed.
Mm-hmm.
I want to hunt for my food. I want to try for it. Cause then I'm gonna feel more accomplished when I get the kill.
I get it. I didn't say that to say like I'm too prideful to ask.
And I'm only talking about on the first link. Like if we've been fucking for a minute, you can hit me and be like,
I'm trying to fuck.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like
first.
Don't slide into my DMs talking about some are you trying to fuck? Make me at least, even if you have that intention, make me at least think that I worked for it. Like, I don't want you to be, come fuck me right. No, absolutely not. I'm not that type of girl. Okay.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I mean, first link, I don't know. It's happened.
I'm not saying it hasn't happened. I just said I don't like it.
I wasn't mad about it.
I don't like it.
I wasn't mad about it. Yeah, I wasn't mad about it.
Okay, even when I've had somebody be like, hey, will you come stay at a hotel with me tonight? Or will you come over to my house tonight? Whatever the case may be, right? I know what the intention is, but you're not coming straight out and being like, you trying to fuck me? I'm trying to fuck you.
Nah, you're not.
See, like, I don't like that. That's that shit I don't like.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
All right, staying kind of on this topic, right? Now, let me preface this by saying, in this scenario, you are not in a relationship, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about dating somebody and this happens. I'm talking about when you're single, right? And you're just talking to a bunch of different people, because that's what you do when you're single. Mm-hmm. Like, you're not going to be single and only talking to one person. People who expect that out of somebody is fucking stupid, right? So you're talking to a few different women. And you end up at a party, at a club, at a function, and you have two women that you're speaking to, and you there all at the same time. Or even three women that you're speaking to and you there all at the same time. What you doing?
Did I show up with one of them?
Maybe. But like, okay, what if you showed up with one, but like the one you're more interested in is also there?
Oh, fuck.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you showed up with the one that you just smashed in because you didn't think it was like really that type of vibe. And then like the baddie that you crushing on that like you trying to potentially have a relationship with is also in the building.
That's tough.
Or the venue or whatever it may be.
You got to stay out of sight, out of mind.
I feel like at that point, right, that's the worst thing you could do. Because if you're trying to hide the whole time, the shorty that you're with is just kind of already going to know.
Well, like, I feel like it's about how you do it, though. But at the same time, like, what if you bump into? What if,
that's what I'm saying.
okay. Okay, I'm gonna kick it to you like this. I don't know if I told you this story, but I went to prom with two girls.
You didn't tell me this story.
No.
You've mentioned it.
I mentioned it.
Yeah, but you've never told me the story.
I went to prom with two different girls.
Okay.
I showed up with who was my ex-girlfriend.
I feel that.
Well, she was my girlfriend at the time, but now was my ex.
Oh.
And then I was fucking this other girl.
That sounds like something a guy like you would do.
So how it played out was...
Well, I said that you weren't dating anybody, though. And you can continue your story, but go ahead.
No, yeah, I'm just... This is the only thing like that I got to reference it off of.
You've never had two people that you was like... Actually, I know for a fact you have. I can think of one. I can 100%. What am I, Mike Tyson? What? Yo, what was that? I don't even know where I was at, but I can. One of them was like your long time sneaky link, smash piece, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of them was like somebody new. I don't feel like either of them were very high up on the totem pole though. Like I feel like
you gotta drop names.
The night that we was out and
oh shit, here we go again.
And I'm gonna cut all like that.
No, that's fine.
But I feel like there's been multiple times where like you've been, and I'm cutting these names. You've been with, and there's been another person there as well.
Yeah, but I was never really hiding her.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like maybe you weren't hiding her, but maybe obviously you were fucking her.
Right.
And obviously you were still talking to
somebody else.
Other people. Multiple other people probably during those times, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. You can finish your prom story.
So, well, no, fuck the prom story. No, I'm on that now.
Yeah, that's the situation I'm talking about.
Fuck the prom story.
Because I've had that a lot of fucking times too. And I've also had that while I've been at work and I can't go anywhere. Like escape isn't a fucking option.
Yeah.
My birthday party.
The last one?
No, like 3 or 4 years ago. The section.
With
guy? All of them. Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, specifically talking about the few times that we've hung out with her and somebody else has been there that I was also conversing with or potentially fucking or whatever. It was, I ain't gonna lie, in that situation, because I knew and the other parties knew what it wasn't weird.
Okay, and I'm not saying that this happened, but I'm just saying, like, throw this in there. You're with this person who knows what it is, right? Mm-hmm. And then there's this other one, because obviously she knows what it is. It's not going any further than this. It is what it is, right? But there's this other one that you're talking to with maybe the intention of going further. They show up.
They lost.
Which one? The new one?
Yeah.
No. I feel like that's the moment you got to choose. And in that moment, I'm always going to hurt the feelings of who I like less.
I mean, I get where you're coming from, but I feel like specifically in that situation. Just keep putting names in here. Oh, well, over K, it was 100%.
Well, no, for sure. But I think you were there with not the one, and the one showed up.
Oh.
Because I was there with, I don't even want to give her a nickname, but the person that I met that was friends with that person.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah.
So I think it was that day, and then the other one showed up, and I think the other one had like maybe sent you like a passive aggressive text or like, oh, I see you or something.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do.
Yeah.
But no, I'm a
It's
meanie.
better than them walking up and throwing a drink in your face.
I've never had that happen in my life.
I mean, I haven't either.
And I promise you, if I do, oh, buddy.
No, I've never had that happen either. I was just saying I've known women to do that.
Oh no, they do that. They just shouldn't do it to me. Otherwise, there's going to be some validity to these claims that have been made about me.
Yeah,
for sure.
So yeah, but no, yeah, fuck the prom story. I don't even care to finish that bitch. Like that ain't even really relevant to this.
Yeah, nah. But that night, I was there with one that I had been pretty regularly fucking, right? In the section with me and everything. And
are you finally admitting?
no, I'm talking about the roommate.
Thought I had them, guys.
I'm talking about the roommate.
Okay, I got
Do
you.
you know what I'm saying now?
Yes, yeah.
And then there was this other girl there that I'm not gonna say I love this bitch, but like it would be very hard for me to pass up on an opportunity with this person, right? And they wanted to come in the section and they wanted to make out, and I was not preserving the other one's feelings.
You were also under the influence so heavily.
If I was sober though, it doesn't matter. I do that shit sober because the same thing we're talking about. Like when I was at work, I was sober then. But in that time, bro, I'm foul for this. I'm gonna be dead ass serious. I made out with 9 bitches in one night on the clock at work.
This night, bro.
Huh?
So I remember this night
at work on the clock, and I was hiding them from each other. And I'm just. It was in a club, you know. It was dark. I was able to be traffic control, but that night there was nobody important there though. That night it was just kind of like, you know how Franklin says like bodies. Yeah, that's what it was. It's just bodies on bodies on bodies.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, I can't do that no more.
I think memories, they don't die, right? They're always going to live with you for the rest of your life, right? But I feel like sometimes you got to just let memories be memories.
Oh, 100%.
And move on to the next chapter.
Yeah.
You got to just enjoy the memory as a memory.
Yeah, you got to keep that pushing.
Because it's always going to be there for you. And you know what else? One, we have this show, so I get to talk about the memories. But 2, eventually in the future, it's far future, obviously, I feel like I'm going to be a grandfather at some point, right? And boy, when I tell these little boy grandchildren of mine how granddad used to put it down, right? It's going to be legendary. They will also not respect women after they hear these stories.
They won't respect women.
Do you think I do?
I know you don't.
Okay. I was just asking a question, bro.
I know you don't.
I was just asking a question.
I know you don't. Speaking of respecting women, I got a question. Do you think there's a such thing as financial abuse in a relationship?
Yes, I'm in a financially abusive relationship right now.
Okay.
I just don't think that what we're talking about is the same thing.
Okay, so you give me your definition.
I think when a bitch is spending all my fucking money, I'm being financially abused.
Okay. So what I found,
I'm talking about all my money. I gotta hide some of the shit.
says a financially abusive relationship is when one partner uses money or economic control to manipulate, dominate, or trap the other person. It's a form of abuse that limits someone's independence and ability to support themselves.
Facts. Facts, no fucking printer.
Oh my God. So the only reason I asked that is because I seen this thing online last week. Basically, this wife was complaining about her husband making all this money. She's a stay-at-home wife. He makes well over $200K a year. She gets a monthly allowance. She's a stay-at-home mom. she gets a hefty allowance, and whenever she asks for money, she gets it.
Okay, so let me just break this down, right? She lives for free.
Yep.
She pays no bills.
Right.
She also gets an allowance on top of it. And if she asks for extra money on top of her allowance,
She gets it.
she also gets that. It sounds like she's fucking got it made. Let me live her fucking life. I want her life today.
So what she's mad about is the fact that this man does not allow her access to the accounts when she wants. She does not get to spend any money out of this account. So I guess she has to have a separate account, and he just puts money into this account for her.
Okay.
And she just doesn't get to see anything within this account. So she feels like everything that he's making is only his and not ours. Which
it's okay.
Which relatively it is his, but it is theirs, but she's not necessarily entitled to it.
So this is what it sounds like to me, first and foremost. It sounds to me like she's an ungrateful ass bitch. Right? That's just my first take on it.
Okay.
It also sounds to me like he's got a prenup.
Potentially.
And he's had money for a very long time. It also sounds to me like he's financially responsible. So this honestly just sounds like a man to me, right?
Yeah.
Because we all know, and I don't care how hard you cap, we all know that women are very much so more financially irresponsible than men.
A lot of women do have a lot of bad spending habits.
All right. So I do believe there's probably a prenup in there. I also believe that he doesn't want her to know how much he has in the bank accounts because much like my situation, right? If you find out what's in my bank account, you're going to want to spend more of it. I'm already giving you X amount of whatever, and now you want more because of what? Because I have more.
Yeah. Yeah, so she stated that she just was in a financially abusive relationship because he's not giving her access and all this and that. So, like, there's people, obviously, there's always going to be people in the comments, like, ranting and raving, like, downplaying her, which they were. They were calling her stupid.
She is stupid.
They were saying, like, girl, if you divorce him, let me know because I want to be his next wife. Like, I'll be a stay-at-home wife. And, like, they got 2 kids. Like, so she's doing her wifely duties, cooking, cleaning, taking care of the kids while he's out providing, like, the normal lifestyle. Like,
so you remember last week when we said, when women say, what you don't do for me, another man will? Well, obviously, I told him to get on, right? This is one of those situations where if you want to leave me, there's a lot of fucking people that would want your spot.
Yeah.
You don't work. You take care of the house. You take care of the kids. And bravo for that. That's, most people say that's a full-time job. I don't agree with that. Because I know plenty of people who have full-time jobs, carry a full-time workload of the household by themselves and still take care of their kids. And I know plenty of single mothers that are like that. They can work full-time jobs, still take care of the household, still take care of the kids, still make sure everything's done, make sure the laundry's done, make sure the homework's done, make sure all that shit's done. Like, plenty of single moms that do that shit on a day-to-day basis. So you're not going to tell me that this other woman is capable of doing all that and having a full-time job, and you're just capable of that. But I also feel like laziness is a pandemic in this country, right? I feel like entitlement is a pandemic in this country. I feel like everybody just wants shit handed to them. They don't want to work for what the fuck they got. And if you're in that situation where you don't have to, bravo, good for you, great for you, right? Don't bitch about it, though. You're bitching because everything you wanted ever in your entire life was handed to you. That also makes me think that this woman has been a spoiled fucking brat her entire fucking life.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's no way, unless you were just always handed every single thing that you want and didn't have to work for anything, that you feel that way.
I wouldn't be complaining.
I wouldn't either. Shit. If a woman wants to come do it, I'll come take care of your kids right now.
I'll be Molly the motherfucking maid.
I'll cook dinner. I'll clean the house. I'll make sure the kids are taken care of. I'll make sure the dog is taken care of. I'll make sure the the alligators, cats, birds, fish, whatever the fuck. I'll be a fucking zookeeper around this bitch and run a daycare. I get an allowance and no bills.
And money whenever I want to. Man.
If I run out of my allowance, I get to ask for more. If anything, bro, I feel like he is being financially abused.
Oh, for sure. You'll be fucked, fed, and in the bed by 9. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I give you Lamborghini doors. I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
I'm not
funny.
saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think that you give women what they ask for, and it still don't be enough.
100%. But also, that's why I think this, right? I think, never mind, I'm not going to say that.
Because you're taken care of. You ain't got to worry about nothing. You ain't got to lift a finger. You cook, clean, and you may not even have to do that. Like, he could have her, like, cleaning services, nanny, all of that set up already, and you just there as an extra, and he give you money just to be there. Like, you're just existing. If you want to go get a fucking job, go get a job. But you ain't got to.
Well, also, though, if you're looking for a problem, you're always going to find a problem.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If you're looking for something to be ungrateful for, if you're looking for a fight, if you're looking for an argument, you're going to always find that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 1,000 things you could nitpick and be ungrateful for, or you could just be grateful for the life you have. Especially when it's a fucking good one like that.
Yep.
You know? Or here's an idea, right? If you hate it so bad there, if you feel like you're in jail, leave, right? And then go provide for yourself at the same rate. Go see how easy that is or hard that is. But don't come back.
Please don't.
Nah, I've kind of adopted your mentality. Like, if you want to leave, then stay gone.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to leave, fine. That's cool. I'm not going to hold you. I'm just kidding. I'm going to tie you in the basement. But if you escape that, right, then just stay on. Just stay on. All right. Last one here.
Mm-hmm.
This week, the Lamar Odom documentary came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Full transparency, I haven't watched it yet. I do know about a lot of the shit that happened. I know that he overdosed at the Bunny Ranch.
Mm.
I know that he almost lost his life in the brothel. And guess what? Couldn't think of a much better way to die, quite honestly. But in the documentary, and I saw this in the headline, Khloe Kardashian divulged that she remembers punching Lamar Odom when she found him doing crack.
Mm.
And let me tell you, that is one dumb female. I'm not even going to call her a bitch this time. First and foremost, the dude is 6'10", probably 285.
Yeah.
Right? I wouldn't, if I'm a female, I'm not punching him sober. This motherfucker was on crack.
They be having superpowers.
Bro, punching somebody on crack might be the craziest fucking daredevil shit that I've ever heard anybody do in my entire life. Like, you deserve a role on the show, Jackass, for punching somebody doing crack. Do you know how much strength somebody doing crack has?
Too much.
Do you know how many fucks somebody doing crack has?
None.
Like, you're lucky he didn't beat you to death with his hands. Like, one gorilla versus 100 men, just tear you limb from limb. Oh, I don't know if I can say that in this topic.
Why not?
I just don't know that I can say that.
I think you can.
They might take that away.
Fuck it.
Limb from limb. That just leads me to believe that the crack that he was doing wasn't actually like crack. I feel it was like crack light.
It's that elite shit.
Nah, I feel like it was like giving him half the side effects of crack. I've never done crack, just to be transparent, and I've never known anybody who did crack. But boy, have I heard some fucking stories about crack.
Yeah, it's a hell of a drug.
That leads me to, well, first of all, what do you think about Kourtney Kardashian or Khloe Kardashian?
Her punching him, I feel the same as you. Like punching that man while he under the influence of that strong ass drug. Like I said, like I was commentating saying, like it's a hell of a drug and it make you do some shit. Like you feel like you're invincible for one. And as a person that's never taken or done drugs like that outside of the medicinal. Like, I don't know the side effects. I don't know how it make you feel. Have I been around somebody that has done it? Yes. I'm a crack baby. So I understand and know how people act, and I know how they are when they're upset. And it's not fun seeing it. Interacting with them and encountering that shit, it's probably not fun either. Never encountered it, never want to encounter that shit. Because I feel like I'm about to kill you.
I wouldn't try somebody when they're off a fucking Addy. Like, I know what that feels like.
Yeah.
And I'm not... You feel pretty fucking invincible doing that. I could just imagine fucking crack.
Yeah. So it's like... I feel like she was dumb for that. Like, punching a grown-ass man, for one, is stupid. As a woman. Within reason... I don't think you had a reason. Just because you was mad he was out here doing crack.
So here's my thing, right? I don't believe in women punching men, and it has nothing to do with anything other than for their own safety.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you put hands on a man, and even if you're already in danger, right, and you punch, now you're making this shit so much worse than it would have been.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're going to probably get very hurt. But also, another thing is, if, like, fuck, I forgot what I was going to say. Like, I had it and I lost it.
Yeah, no. Punching was not the smartest idea, and he should have whooped your ass.
He might have. We don't know.
We don't.
Like I said, I haven't, and I'm gonna, so, full transparency, we're recording this early, about to take a whole week off, right? I'm going to watch this documentary at some point throughout this week. Like, I'm about to have nothing but free time. And there's a lot of shit that I need to catch up on. And this documentary is one of the lot of shits.
Yeah.
Guys, I will be well-versed in everything in the universe next week. You want to know what's crazy to me? I'm coming right back to this. But this is the first time I've had, like, free time in probably about 8 months. And I don't know what to do with free time anymore. Like, what is free time? What is a life?
Couldn't tell you.
So, the bigger part about this, right? Because I consider alcoholism an addiction.
Oh, 100%.
Because it is an addiction, right? So, we both, with me saying that, we both have experience with addicts, right? With anybody who's grown up with an addict, who's dated an addict, who's been married to an addict, who's had a family member that's been an addict, you understand that you have to deal with this person differently when they're sober and when they're under the influence, right? So I'm going to start with growing up around somebody who had addiction, right? Honestly, there was very little that I actually had to deal with because it was kept away from me to an extent, right? But on the few times that I did have to deal with some shit like that, you have to, especially if they're an angry drunk, right? You have to stay calm because they're not in the mind state to do it. So even though they're doing something that might be hurting you, like emotionally or whatever, even though they're not being rational, you still can't step to them at that time. You have to wait till they come back down from the shit. Like you kind of have to coddle the drunk or the drug addict. Like you have to. It's not about wanting to do it. It's just you're not gonna get anywhere unless you do it.
Right.
But being in a relationship with somebody with addiction issues, it's much fucking harder, right? Because when you're in a relationship with somebody, there's supposed to be like a respect factor here. They're supposed to be like, I look out for you, you look out for me. But when you're in a relationship with somebody who has addiction problems, has addiction issues, it's always like you're pouring into their cup, pouring into their cup, pouring into their cup. And you're not getting anything reciprocated because when they are sober, right, they don't know how to deal with the world. They don't know how to deal with the relationship. They don't know how to deal with anything being sober.
Right.
And that's something you learn being in a relationship with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can only do anything, have any progression or anything with them while they're drunk or high or whatever. Mm-hmm. That's my experience, like personal experience dealing with addicts, and why I thought it was so stupid that she punched him, because like maybe she's been sheltered, maybe she's never dealt with anything like that before in her life, but that's not the reaction that you're supposed to have.
I don't think so. I mean, knowing who the Kardashians are, for one, I feel like they weren't sheltered at all, living this life that they live. And I'm not saying that they grew up into this life, but I'm sure they've seen some shit. I'm sure they've dealt with some shit. I'm sure they've encountered some shit. So I wouldn't say that they've been sheltered from her to Kim to.
So do you think it was just like an angry?
Angry
lash out.
100%. Because like, how long has she been dealing with Lamar, doing drugs until she lashed out? Like, who knows if this was the first time she lashed out at him? You know what I'm saying? So
honestly, I don't really have any context to even the clip or like the headline. I just went based on the headline.
So it's just like, who's to say this may just been the first time it was published and put out in the media?
Yeah,
because this could have been going on for years, and this just probably could have been coming out because of the documentary. Yeah. So I just feel like people blow things more out of proportion when it get publicized based off of something else, when they don't know what's going on behind the scenes or what has happened throughout the years, because they've been together for.
They're not together
or
anymore.
They were together. Yeah. They were married for years.
I feel like at least 5 years.
Yeah.
I feel like
they were together. No more than 10, I know that. But like, they were together for a good amount of time.
Do you think, before you give like your experience, right? Do you think, regardless, no matter what, if you have a relationship or a family or anything with somebody who struggles with addiction, that's only ever going to end badly? Do you think it could end any other way than in just like moving away from each other? If they have an addiction and you don't.
It can. Yeah. I say that because it's always, you always got to play the fence, or they're always going to play the fence, especially if they're wanting to do better for themselves. And then there's always a chance of them relapsing and going back to what they know, which is the addiction. The addiction is going to have that stronghold over them no matter how long or how they've been doing it or not, you know? So I just feel like at some point, either they throw it away or they just stick with it. And honestly, that's speaking from actual personal experience with, family or whatever. So then just transition into my own personal experience with people who have and currently still has addictions in my life, whether it's alcoholism, drugs, like whatever. It's not fun encountering that kind of stuff. People lie, people steal, people cheat, to get what they want. And what they want is their next high, their next bottle, whatever. It's weird. It's weird seeing it, especially at a young age, especially at an adult age. Because like what you see at a young age, you never think to see, continuously throughout your life, you think like it'll get better. And as a kid, like you don't know.
You don't.
But kids are smart as fuck.
But often, like, okay, often when you're around it as a kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, you kind of think like that's the way either one shit is supposed to be, or like that's cool, right? For example, like alcoholism, like everybody drinks.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean everybody's an alcoholic.
Right.
And I'm not, when I say everybody, I'm not saying 100% for a whole, like, I don't want anybody in the fucking comments being like, oh, I don't drink. Like, oh, I get it, bro. Like, cool. But the majority of people drink.
Right.
That doesn't make the majority of people an alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a hard difference. Like, there's a big line between the one and the other.
Right.
There's several things you need to do to become an alcoholic. But you kind of are like, well, everybody's drinking. That's cool. Like, that's just the social norm, right? And then you grow up around an alcoholic. So you're like, oh, well, this person must be the coolest because they're always fucking drunk. And, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like I don't, I'm talking about hard drugs when I say this. I didn't grow up around anybody who did hard drugs. So I can't say like, people are out here glorifying the cluck on the corner who's fucking smoking rock all day. Mm-hmm. I don't know what that's like.
It ain't fun. I'll tell you that much.
No, I'm just saying as like a kid, do you think that's cool? Are you like, what the fuck? Like,
I mean, it's definitely like a what the fuck, like what are they doing kind of thing. And like as a person who's found actual products of like drugs in their room, in their dressers, in their belongings as a kid, like it was a what the fuck moment. It was a like,
what the fuck is this?
Yeah, like literally I took that to my grandma, like, I don't know what this is. I found this in my shit. And it wasn't like trying to snitch or nothing, but like I genuinely didn't know what it was. Cleaning out my shit, cleaning out my dresser, trying to, put clothes away and shit. And I don't know what this is because it's up under my shit. And like that's how I found out, one of my people was using, and it wasn't a good feeling knowing that. For one, because like now I just outed, one of my family members, and I feel like damn, like I betrayed them. But at the same time, I didn't know what the fuck it was.
But also, I don't feel okay. I understand the sentiment, like I betrayed them because now you're you're watching them get in trouble or like some type of repercussion from that. But also, more than anything, especially if they're hiding it, like if they were just open, and I'm just gonna say crack, right? If they were just open crack addicts, like you really can't help that person, and you really can't get mad at that person,
right?
But if you're hiding your crack usage, which I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah,
I just thought like that was one of those drugs like you can't really hide. Like you were just always erratic. You were always needing more. Like, for example, what I think heroin users are like, they can't hide their addiction because they always look sickly. They're always sweating, and they always need more, and they're always itching for more.
Yeah.
So that is I feel like that's kind of a cry for help. If you're hiding it in your kid's stuff. Like, I feel like you're trying to be like, I need help and I don't know how to ask.
Right.
So I feel like if anything, you're just helping the person.
No, for sure.
I don't feel like you're betraying though.
Yeah, I just didn't know what to think. Like as a young kid, like I didn't know what the fuck to think. So it was confusing as fuck for me. Nonetheless, it was confusing as fuck.
I mean, I can see how it would be confusing for anybody.
Yeah.
Just given the circumstances. You know who I don't think it was confusing for though? Khloe Kardashian. I don't think she should have put hands on him. Like that was that was just like insane.
Nah.
How even as a kid, you never thought to put your hands on a crack addict, right?
No.
Today, would you think to put? All right, for instance, right?
I don't know.
Wait,
Today,
hold on. I got a question, and this is gonna be a really. You're gonna have to think about this one for a second. If you in your line of work had to fight somebody high on crack, are you gonna double think that one, or are you just going head first into it?
depending on the circumstances in the scenario, potentially.
Hey, listen.
And how does crackhead look?
Listen.
I ain't gonna lie, crackhead is strong as hell.
Listen, I ain't no snitch, and I don't condone snitching, right? But if a crackhead trying to fight me, I'm calling the police quick as fuck. I've never called the police in my life, but that would be a time.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's not even like you come deal with it because I can't. It's more like you come deal with it because I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't know.
You feel me?
Yeah. And it ain't even a pride thing, but it's more like, I don't know. It just depends on the situation and scenario.
Bro, I'm not saying that I have any crackheads, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not dealing with any crackhead that's not my crackhead.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if I got somebody and that's my crackhead, like that's my family member, that's my Lord fucking forbid, God forbid, Allah don't smite me, but if that's like my girl and that's a crackhead, first and foremost, that would never be my girl.
I pray it
That would
wouldn't.
never be my girl. Like even after I found out, I'm not even gonna put hands on you. I'm just leaving.
Yeah.
But also, Miss Khloe Kardashian, why didn't you just leave when you found out he was doing crack?
Yeah, she should have just
That's
walked out.
so much of a better option.
She should have just walked out. That would have been better.
If I ever catch it, listen, if I come in here and you're doing crack, I'm taking all the shit, I'm gone. No discussion needs to be had. I'm just gonna be like, you know what? You do your crack.
I respect that.
If you come to my house and I'm doing crack, I would hope you would just leave.
Probably.
And like block the door so I couldn't get out of there. All of the doors. Set the house on fire.
I could do
Because
that.
that might be what I need at that point.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Do Say Nights with LV. That is Lonnie. I'm Victor. This has been episode 126. Don't laugh when I say the episode number because I'm right. I hope.
Continue to like, comment, share, subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. All platforms continue to vote us. If you vote us, we thank you for all the support, all the love that you give to us. Follow us on X, Twitter, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all the things. We appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in with us this week with another banger.
I also heard that Lonnie just surpassed 1,000 subs on his OnlyFans. Shout out to y'all for that. I might have set up a few ghost accounts to sub.
Appreciate the love.
And just like that, we gone.